How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be debuting the 99 overall signature series Ted Williams. I picked this card up off the market for 500,000 stubs, or about 515k, and I think that he'll be worth it. His price will probably go down a little bit, but he should be a pretty solid card. He does have almost maxed out contact and power against right. He does have 123 contact and 100 power against lefties. They nerfed his vision a little bit, so he does have a little bit lower vision, but the contact attribute and the fact that he has a really quick swing should really help us out. So we go ahead and hit a home run with Jimmy Rollins. That will help get the confidence down on Walter Johnson here. And it took me a few pitches to realize, but this opponent was just throwing the ball right down the middle. And in Ted Williams' first at-bat, I swung a little bit late on the later side of good there and lined out to the center fielder. It is unfortunate because I was starting to hit the ball a little bit better with a couple of these other guys, but the opponent's still continuing to just throw fastballs right there. I think he had something in his team name about strikeouts. I didn't know if he was going for strikeouts or what the case was, but he was just bunting when he was on, on offense. He was just bunting, throwing pitches down the middle. I'll take it. I'm trying to get some at-bats. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to hit a no-doubter with Ted Williams. It would have been nice, but this isn't really, some legit gameplay right at the beginning. I figured I would let you know that because we're getting piped fastballs every single time, right down the middle, or at least, some off-speed pitches in there as well. But right over the middle of the plate. We'll go ahead and hop into another game here. We have Oral Hershiser on the mound, and I'm giving up a solo shot to Larry Walker. I swear, Larry Walker hits a home run against me every time. He does hit a lot of home runs for me as well. I mean, I do have the prestige version, but I'm trying to figure out, a place to put a lot of these outfielders. I have a bunch of guys that are really good players, and I just don't really know where to mix and match them all in the outfield, but I'm going to, swap them in and out. That's why I'm trying to get in this event, get some more at-bats with Ted Williams. But one thing to keep in mind, or one thing that I kind of noticed, is that he doesn't seem to have as quick of a swing in this year's game. I don't know if it was me. I was definitely off at the plate as well, but it just seemed like maybe it was his load, his leg kick, or lack thereof. He's very short to the ball. I was just having a tough time getting the swing timing down in the very first couple of at-bats, but hopefully we can turn it around. I've always liked using Ted Williams, and he's always performed like one of the better hitters in the entire game for several years now. So here we brought in Larry Walker. We're down to the last out. We have Ty Cobb on second base. I figured I would test him. He has Larry Walker out there, and this event game was entirely on Larry Walker, I would say. I mean, he hit a home run against me, threw the runner out at the plate. I had Ted Williams coming up, and it was unfortunate that I didn't, walk the game off with him, but I was at least trying to tie it up and not put the pressure on me to hit a home run or to get another base hit with 2 outs. Anyway, we are knocking a double here with Ted Williams, and this one was low in the zone. I mean, fastball below the zone. That's the one thing about that card is so far, I mean, pitchers have thrown me up in the zone, and I just haven't gotten the barrel of the bat up on top of the ball and in front of it. On the pitch low there, I went with it and smacked it into the gap, but his swing still feels a little slow to me. I mean, it's not a slow swing at all. It's not as slow as Reggie Jackson's, but it just feels a few frames slower than some of the other Ted Williams cards that we've gotten in previous MLB The Shows. And I could be wrong. I mean, there's no real way to test it without going into slow motion and using a timer and a stopwatch and all that with, showing all that on the screen. I don't have that capability right now. But I'm just trying to, think of everything to talk about with that card. But here we gave up a couple home runs in the top of the second. We're down 4-2. Jimmy Rollins has gone deep a couple times already in this video. Kind of stealing the show here. I mean, it would have been nice to hit like this with Ted Williams. I just, wasn't getting on top of the ball. I missed a couple good pitches to hit. Here we get out once again with him, and I hit a home run with Hornsby. So just not getting the production from the guy we're trying to focus on so far in this video. I know I'm going to end up hitting a home run with him. It's just a matter of time. And, last year I got him, or I think it might have been in MLB The Show 18. I also had kind of a slow start, and then he was my go-to hitter. Anytime I needed a home run off the bench, bring him in, I would eventually, use him in left field. And that's kind of how I'll kind of approach it this year. I mean, I plan on using him off the bench. Here we get one low and inside, and he pulls that one. That one I felt like I swung as soon as the pitcher released it, and that was an off-speed pitch. So that's just kind of interesting, and I don't know what happened, but The opponent just decided to let Ted Williams run around the bases. I think that was a double and an error. And honestly, it might have been an error to begin with because it did hit off his glove out there in the outfield. However, that's a tough play. Just don't know how they scored it. In the next game, we're leading off with Ted Williams, and he's smashing this one out for a home run. I'm going to go ahead and replay it just to kind of see the no-doubter once again, as well as the distance. 423 on that one. That one would have hit a car in that parking structure if it would have been more to the right. But here we're trying to score from first base. Craig Biggio trying to drive in Babe Ruth, and I was definitely pressing L1 there, holding it down instead of kind of, maneuvering my base runners with the buttons, pressing left on the stick, pressing the X button to send Babe Ruth home, and we end up winning the game, but we did get thrown out there. I figured I'll open up some packs just to kind of, break the video in half a little bit, open up a 20-pack bundle. I pulled a diamond yesterday out of a 10-pack bundle that I got from playing in the event. So that was pretty solid. I mean, definitely check that video out. I also was talking about my stub trick, or I guess kind of exploit in the market. I've called it a stub loophole. I've called it all different types of things. And it is definitely working. I mean, another 10 of my buy orders went through for Eloy Jimenez, and I was able to quick sell all of those cards for 10K stubs. And I didn't even put 10K worth of orders up when that card was a silver. So that's, a lot of profit. And I've been buying some packs recently, wasting some stubs on some packs. So it is nice to have those orders up and for people to, be selling those cards, get their stubs, and it's also keeping the cycle for those gold cards. I kind of figured out about that stuff a few years ago when I was, trying to complete the collections and quick selling diamonds. I'd be putting up, some diamond orders, and people would be selling or quick selling their cards, and it would be going to me, or, just situations where there were diamonds up for less than, 5,000 stubs with roster updates and stuff like that. With the gold cards and everything, and I just kind of thought about it and tested it out a few times, but I didn't know if it was still in the game. So anyway, we're opening up some packs here. We don't really have anything, and I don't think we're going to pull anything out of this 20 packs, but I figured I would include it in the video. We do have a headliner pack from the event. Only got a couple silvers in there. Let's go ahead and get back into some gameplay. I took a little bit of a break, open up some packs. Let's see if we can hit a little bit better, because I was struggling. I've lost a couple close games here. I've lost only a handful of games in this event recently, and I've only really been playing the event. But that's just because, it takes me, 45 minutes to an hour to sit down, play a game of Ranked Seasons. When I'm trying to get some gameplay with some of these brand new players and I don't have a lot of time, or I'm limited on time, it's easier for me to kind of split up a few games in about 20 to 30 minutes, over a span of a few hours, and then clip all the games together or kind of upload, some highlight videos like I do right here. But anyway, Rogers Hornsby smacks this one. Playing at Polo Grounds here. This is probably not even a home run at Franco Park, but you never know. I don't know, man. That one was launched. You don't know where it lands because you can't see up there. That's Polo Grounds for you. This one is also a Ship It home run. We're playing at Polo, we get a cheap homer. Playing at Ship It, better timing windows for sure, and you're also going to get rewarded with more home runs, more launched home runs. As we got out with Ted Williams once again, I'm batting around to 340 with him, 333, somewhere in that range. Probably about 4 for 11 so far. Let's go ahead and get into another one, though. Not the most action in some of these games. I would like to put up some more runs, include some more homers. But this play was pretty crazy. Bounced off the third base bag. He scores a run here. Makes it a one-run game. And Chipper Jones is going to bloop this one in. We have Mickey Mantle playing right field. He's going to throw this runner out at the plate by a little bit. That was a nice throw. Perfect throw. For the most part, though, Ted Williams made all the plays in the outfield. He did also get the speed boost, on one of the line drives right to him or to the warning track. He was kind of running towards it, got that speed boost animation. So that is nice to see. He's kind of a similar fielder to face of the franchise Juan Soto in some ways, just not as fast as him. But here we get something going, a couple fastballs as Ty Cobb, he brings that ability to the plate. When he gets on base, then the opponent's going to throw some fastballs because they think you're stealing. And, you know, sometimes you catch them off guard, then you do take off for a second. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Ted Williams, he did all right. I was hoping for a few more homers, but it is what it is. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.